find what's out there and jump in wholeheartedly.
Have a vision and a plan.
Do your research, but do your passion.
At Yengo, we are a majority Indigenous owned wine brand that focuses heavily on promoting Indigenous art and culture. We give 25 cents back from every bottle sale, half goes to the National Indigenous Culinary Institute, which puts Indigenous chefs into chefing, and the other half goes for the royalty for the art that's on the label.
Mount Yengo was one of the first Indigenous businesses to work in this space, and now leading from the front we have others following us.
Why is Indigenous representation in business important to you?
It's called the ripple effect. It's basically myself as an Indigenous man. I create a business, the money then will go to my family or direct family. That will expand to extended family and then to communities. What happens, it also encourages other Indigenous people to go into business for themselves.
Can social impact and profit go together?
Yeah, Mount Yengo is definitely a for-profit company, and this is what we're building on because I'm trying to build something that's sustainable for my family, my extended family and my community. It's terribly important that we are profitable, but we're also giving back.
Why is work-life balance important when running a business?
You know, I balance my family, my work life and my business, and I ensure that they are all in balance. And anybody that's coming into creating their own social enterprise, their own business, needs to find that key aspect of how do we do this, that we don't burn ourselves out, but we also find that there's a pathway and don't give up.
How important are working relationships?
You need to form strong relationships, you need to create trust, and then you need to build those relationships so to work together in a succinct way to get things done. From the grower to the winemaker, to the bottling plant, box printers, the label printers, the capsule printers, the freight company that moves the wine around. You have to have strong relationships with all these guys because at the end of the day, they all have to come together.
As much as you want to grab new opportunities, you need to look after the people that were there at the beginning and that will support you and walk with you into the future. As we walk together, we walk in each other's shoes and we understand. So what I'm trying to do even now is learn so much by walking with others.
How does Cashflow support your growth?
With expanding your portfolio comes the costs, and that's where Cashflow is king. I've actually got a Cashflow forecaster and I download it from the ANZ Business Hub. When you're looking at what you've got to do over the next week, the next month or next few months, cash flow is one of the most important things in a small business because, you know, we don't have oodles of money that's sitting there ready to go. So you've got to manage that very succinctly. What's
your advice to a first-time business owner?
So you really need to map out what you want to do and what you want to achieve, set some goals and then work on those. You can't do everything at once when you're a small business. If you do 20 things badly, it's not going to work. If you do 5 things well, just get those 5 things done, then move on to the next one. So it's quite important that you don't try and bite off more than you can chew when you're a small business.
How do you reach customers effectively?
Well, in our business, it's about distribution for the wine. You need to set up the distribution points and to be able to have people to be able to buy the wine. So once we got into national distribution, that's when we can really push the wines because then they can walk up to their corner store and buy it. Make it easy for them. If you put your unique selling proposition out to them, they go, great, but then they can't buy it, then that's it, you've lost them.
Any final thoughts for someone thinking about getting started?
Have a vision and a plan.
What I encourage people to do is look, explore, learn, find what's out there and jump in wholeheartedly. Do your research, but do your passion.
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of hard work. You know, you're on 24/7, it's because you're the one that has to do everything. You just need to work hard.